And it's just setting up right now, and it says that we're live, so that's great. So Brockport is actually going through a name change because I know that for a long time, they always went by SUNY Brockport, and then all of a sudden they went to be the college at Brockport, but still, State University of New York.
Okay.
But now they're switching back to SUNY Brockport.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I guess the reasoning behind it is because they want to identify with the perks of the SUNY system and, really identify as part of like a larger system as opposed to like their own separate entity.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
While still trying to create that individualism that students want.
Right. So, I mean, I think they can still have that individualism in many different ways because
Right.
this have a lot of cool, unique offerings. But I just thought that the name change was interesting. I learned about it when I went to my seminar for my grad program through this school. So, all right, we got 2 people watching. Which actually something to like, I guess, to tell the audience once people arrive. I can talk about the difference between like before we do like the tour of it, like I go to SUNY Brockport for graduate school, but whenever I take an in-person class, it's not on their main campus, it's at their extension center. So I've only been to the main campus probably a handful of times. How many times have you been there before?
Quite a few.
Okay. So I'll definitely rely on you filling in the gaps of my knowledge. I think that you'll have a good amount of information to share with the students.
You'd think so. I struggle to think of many specifics from my times there. I had some good friends that have went there, and I can tell you that Jimmy Z's out in the village of Brockport seems to be a popular spot to grab a late night garbage plate.
You gotta know where to get the garbage plates. Also, a great bookstore, Lift Bridge bookstore. It's actually Sammy who first brought me there. They've got a really like nice offerings. Obviously, right now you can't go into the store, but you can still order online.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. The village is like pretty cute though, and it's so close to campus, sort of like how with Genesis, where you just like take a step off campus.
Incredibly close to campus. I know they provide a lot of transportation around. The village. It's a bigger town, I would say. It's a suburb of Rochester. It's a fair distance from Rochester, really.
Yeah.
30 minutes. But it's, they've got pretty decent shopping centers. There's a Wegmans there.
Oh yeah, there's a Wegmans.
I mean, they've got a Walmart, they've got a Home Depot, so it's much bigger than like Geneseo. It's probably comparable to Batavia in terms of the shopping center.
I mean, I know Geneseo has the Wegmans as well, but I think Brockport also has maybe a couple of other grocery stores, which is,
yeah,
helpful to have.
I guess I would put it pretty on par with Batavia.
Okay.
But with a cute little village feel.
Yeah, definitely sure. As someone who lives in Batavia.
Batavia's getting that though. It's coming back to Batavia. The main street, the cute little business, the quaint business district.
Yeah.
Batavia certainly got that thriving again. We're starting to thrive.
Yeah, they're working on it. It's difficult. In business, there were so many different like philosophies of like, I don't know how places are supposed to look and run. And I think that with my particular hometown, that they made some decisions in the past that were like popular at the time, but smart in the long run. So, yeah. And then, I mean, there's also, you know, big box stores that came in and that also affected small businesses.
Right, right.
Right. Where are our students? There's only two of us.
I mean, at the same time, I would love having a Home Depot in my town. Like, that would just make my life so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Which is unfortunate because I do have a hardware store in my town. Um, and it's a very good hardware store. I can quite often find what I need there, but sometimes I just can't find everything. And you can those big box hardware stores.
Mm-hmm. The difficult trade-off between convenience and small business.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly support those small businesses any chance I get, though.
Oh, yeah. So I've been trying to, during this pandemic, since we're waiting for students, I've been trying to, like, I guess, eat out once a week. I order takeout, and I'm trying to rotate between the places in Batavia. So, you know, everyone gets a little bit of my money, I suppose.
There you go.
And then when I bring it in, usually, well, I'm not usually the one bringing it in. Usually Alex will come home and like pick it up. So, you know, while he's doing his routine to like be clean and everything, I'll put the food in the oven and it works out great. Like I had Rancho Viejo. Oh, so
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Did they deliver or do you have to pick that up?
I think they're doing either, but we just picked it up and it was like a curbside service thing. But their food's coming in tin foil containers. So all I had to do is take the plastic lids off, and it was really easy because I could just put it in the oven to like preheat.
Awesome. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Christina, do you want to reiterate the name change for those students who may have missed that when we first started?
Yeah.
Cool.
So as you know, like Brockport is part of the SUNY system. And back in the day, Brockport always went by SUNY Brockport. And then probably in like, I'm going to say around like 2010, maybe 2011.
It was 07.
07. Oh, okay. A little bit before. So around in 07, they changed their name with all of their branding to be the college at Brockport. And that was because they were trying to highlight, you know, as an individual, like what their college has to offer. I think it made it sound like a little bit more like those private schools, you know what I mean? Where it's like the college at, instead of just saying like SUNY. But now, with the new president, they really want to identify with the SUNY system because of the offerings that SUNY has. So they switched back to SUNY Brockport with all of their branding materials starting this year. So if you got old college at Brockport stuff, one of my professors said that's going to be worth money. So go on eBay and sell it. There you go. Collector items. Mm-hmm. I don't know what else to say about it. I think it's an interesting move. I mean, GCC, now their like logos all SUNY GCC. In general, I'm seeing a lot of the SUNY schools really like emphasizing SUNY first with their names and then the individual institution after. And I think it's because like within higher education, they really want to like band together so they have resources. And if they emphasize SUNY, then students who are using the Excelsior scholarship will probably go to their schools. That's my theory.
It's strange to me why it would make a difference, because just because they call themselves the college at Brockport doesn't mean that they were ever distanced from the SUNY system. It's just additional name recognition of SUNY, I guess. They still
think it's
on all the SUNY stuff.
I do think it's more succinct. So
yeah.
I like that. You know, I like being able to say like SUNY Brockport, SUNY Geneseo, SUNY Cortland, like
right
through that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
SUNY, the college at Brockport.
Yeah, that's what it was. Otherwise, it's just like really difficult.
Yeah.
I guess you save on engraving.
Yeah. I remember when I was in high school, I remember it being super unclear to me about the Buffalo colleges, so
Mm,
State and the University at Buffalo.
yeah.
And even, I must have been like a year in high school because my cousin started at the University of Buffalo. For whatever reason, I thought it was like I knew the difference between a college and a university,
Right.
that the University of Buffalo was private because I I just was never corrected, I guess. So
Oh,
I remember having those thoughts, and I think like people around me. I mean, I lived in very much a first generation world, so not a lot of familiarity with colleges, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if other people experience that or not, but maybe that sort of thing is or was happening with Brockport, that I didn't really realize that Brockport was part of the SUNY system, or I mean, like I did with UB.
it's a very good possibility. Both of my sisters, they went to both Buffalo colleges. My sister, she first started out at a private school and then transferred to university at Buffalo. So that, I knew about that school being part of the SUNY system because she didn't complain as much about her bills.
Right.
It's still expensive at the time, but like it wasn't as expensive as the private school that she was going to. And then my other sister, she started out at one of the SUNY schools, wasn't a good fit for her, went back to GCC, did her associates there. Then she went to Oswego, got her bachelor's, and then she went to Buffalo State and got her master's. So we're a big SUNY family.
Yeah, there you go.
My sisters and I, at least. So
Right.
it's just that affordability.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of lack thereof.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we have 4 people watching, and probably a couple of them are staff. So I think our students are still in bed this morning.
I think so.
Hopefully, they'll watch this video later. I'm excited about this tour. What do you think, Christina? Should we get started with it?
I think we have to get started.
Yeah, it's 1:15. We're going to be at 11 o'clock.
No, we have advising with Oakfield and then also later advising with Attica. Yeah. Okay. So I am sharing my screen and I'm going to move some things around. Oh. So what's hard for me right now is that it's covering up my different tabs. So I wanted to show you first.
Drag your screen down, Christina. Your webpage.
Like this. I'll just show you separately. Okay, so
No, I mean the whole window, so it's easier for you to navigate. Because I have that problem too. The YouTube live stuff goes over the top of it.
Okay. Unfortunately. Okay, let me start here. So when I first went to the campus visiting opportunities, Brockport has been on the ball with this pandemic actually. And they have set a bunch of really great virtual opportunities. I'm not going to show you all of them today, but I wanted you to see that if you go under the admissions page, you're able to do these for yourself if you so wish. So there are video tours, which are like different YouTube videos of like campus halls and things like that. And you can have the actual like advisor appointments. I don't think you would need to do at this point, but the admissions live thing, that was really interesting. And I want to show you that. So literally every Tuesday and Thursday, starting at 11 a.m. You can chat with one of their admissions advisors and you learn about Brockport and their admissions process. At 2 p.m., I guess every day they're going to show a academic program or a student life area. And I think that's going to be really valuable to get a good feel of the campus and to see what it's like if you can't go there and visit in person. So like today is the 21st. So they'll have like their admissions information session in the morning, which after this, if you don't have advising, go check it out. But then if, say, for instance, you're interested in like, you know, learning and majoring in one of like major languages. So maybe you want to see like, what is it like to study Spanish at Brockport? So today at 2 p.m., you can actually go to their live video and connect with them and see like, what's it like to study anthropology, modern languages, and philosophy. I think that's pretty awesome that they're doing this.
I agree. It's incredible.
Yeah. They have different accepted students days. So maybe you're a senior right now. You've been accepted to Brockport and you're like, I don't know if I want to go there yet. What you can do is go to an accepted students day and you can like listen to the president, learn from like residence life, all these different things. So on their admissions page, they have all of this information. Mostly they have like just the, you know, the admissions sessions, but then like I think they're going by each week of like what areas they're going to highlight. I don't know if you can look at past sessions. That might be interesting, but it depends on if they record them or not. You said that you saw a commercial for them.
Yeah, it was just super well put together commercial. Like, we are a united Brockport. I loved it.
Good. This president, she's been really handling a lot of the crises that have been hitting her pretty well, I'd say. Every school does not, you know, is not immune from like issues, obviously. And, you know, as a graduate student, I get all the emails about the issues and then I get all of the responses from the president. And it seems like she is really thoughtful about them and is really making it a point to like take students' concerns and listen to them. So that's something that I appreciate.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I want to go back to my screen. Okay. So this is one of the virtual tour spaces that you can check out, which is where we're going to be mostly today. This is just exploring their campus that's in
Google map. It shows just how tall their residence halls can be.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep, those are residence halls.
Yes.
High risers.
That's massive. My goodness. I mean, they do have a you know, a good sized population. It's a mid-sized school. Academic buildings, student services. We'll just get started. There's the field. So we'll just start over there because that way I can just drag. Okay. So we have an athletic complex. Oh, I don't have, maybe, do you know where admissions is? I usually like starting there.
Admissions is, it might be that blue, is it that blue one right there?
No, that's a liberal arts building, the library, academic success center. All right, we're just gonna have to live and let live. I thought that admissions was actually on the opposite side of the campus.
It is sort of opposite from the circ. Yes.
Yes. Okay, we'll just get started though. Even though my students know that I'm in a graduate program here, I don't take classes on the campus. I mostly take classes online through the school. And then when I have in-person classes, they're at their extension center, which is located in the downtown area of Rochester. So it's just a big building that often has like master's classes for working adults. Okay, so this is Fine Arts Center. Look at some pictures of it. As we looked at other tours, we showed how like they also had fine arts centers that covered, you know, art classes, had galleries. Maybe they had like ceramics. Obviously, this is not ceramics, but that's ceramics.
Sure is. Look at those pottery wheels.
Ooh, photography. Love it. People creating, and it looks like a common lobby space.
It's an interesting place to whip out your paints.
Yeah, especially with that like old school painter's palette.
Yeah.
Oh,
and look at the old school iPod right next to that person.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I don't think our students would even recognize what that was. With the old dial on the bottom.
Yeah, I had an iPod Nano. Or not Nano. I don't know. I had one of those like old school ones. It was fun.
Yeah, that wasn't the Nano. That was like one of the first generation iPad.
It just depends on like the size. I had like the shorter, smaller one.
Yeah.
So in this description, it shows you that there are photography laboratories, that there's 2 theaters for student productions. It sits alongside the Erie Canal, which, you know, might be a scenic way to be inspired. That there's a gallery that shows student arts, and that there's a visual resource center that includes like computer resources. So my guess is like if you are doing graphic arts, you'll likely be in this building, especially using what I assume is going to be their Mac computers, because usually you design on Macs. Edward Hall is one of their lecture halls, and you'll get your general education classes here. Oh my God, I love these desks.
Those are fun chairs.
Those are my favorite desks. They have some of them at Geneseo too. It's really great for like moving into circles or any shape possible if you have to do small groups, but they're also comfortable because you can like move the table like any which way. So it's, I don't know, I like it. And they can underneath the chair.
I would have to sit in the back of that room because I would be a complete distraction. With that many
wiggle.
Yeah, with that many wheels on my chair, I would be constantly wiggling in class. And if I was in that front row, everyone behind me would be like, what the heck is this guy doing? Yep, I would definitely be that guy.
I like that. When I was in school, I could put like my backpack underneath my seat and it wasn't touching the ground because people are dirty and I didn't want my backpack to get dirty. So this is a traditional style lecture hall. You'd have the professor in the front of the room and then, you know, everyone's sitting at those tables. Oh, this must be where they shoot their news. Usually every campus has like a local like college news station.
Media center.
Chilling. Spaces to chill.
I think that particular spot is kind of outdoors, right?
That one potentially.
Yeah, you don't need to go back to it.
So, oh yeah. Anything about this? It just said that you're going to take mostly like your general education classes in here, but it has the television production studio and the editing bays for the Department of Journalism, Broadcasting, and Public Relations. That's great. Go to Holmes Hall. An academic building that covers communication, journalism, broadcasting, public relations, and psychology. Got that brick. Got collaborative workspaces. Not surprising if you're in a communications field, you think it might be independent work, but you often do a ton of group work.
Yeah.
Space that's like, a lobby. Not too much to see here. Let's look at the freshman quad. Because that's where you'd be living.
That's those big 4 high rises, I think.
Actually, we're right here.
Oh.
So it has nearly 1,000 new freshmen per year. So it's 4 different halls: Thompson, McVicker, McLean, and McFarland. And these are all going to be corridor style. So I'm not going to, I thought I could just open it and not play the video. Man, technology today. We'll go back to the map. We don't need the YouTube video. But I do recommend watching it on your own time, because I think you'll be able to see, like, the layout, like if you were walking through the actual residence hall. So between those 4 buildings, that's a common space that's outside. You'll probably see a lot of students in warm weather congregating out there. This guy's catching a Frisbee, classic.
So there, I guess one of my memories from Brockport is that there's not a ton of like wide open green space. So like grassy areas and lawn. I think that last photo of the quad was kind of symbolic of that, or representative of that, rather.
Makes sense. This is, one of the rooms that you'd be living in. It seems rather spacious. It could be the angle.
It could be the angle, but quite honestly, to have room for 2 dressers and a mini fridge in between your beds, I think that is a pretty spacious room.
Yeah, because they're not even lofted.
Yeah.
That's,
collaborative learning space in the residence hall.
Yes, that's the word I couldn't think of.
You see the 3 blue polos, what you're probably looking at there, if you go back to that picture, that's probably a Res Life program that they are doing. So those are probably RAs or professional staff, or maybe that's like a move-in. That may be like a move-in day, because it looks like that's a parent and a student. So there you can see the resident assistants and Res Life staff are helping to assist students getting where they need to go. In fact, I'm sure that's what that is, because they're all wearing name tags. They wouldn't be wearing name tags otherwise.
No, but I want to point out, don't wear headphones when you move in, when you're meeting your residence lifestyle. Don't do that. You can wear a Krabby Patty shirt like that guy's doing, but don't wear the headphones. Even
if you're not an extrovert on move-in day, you sort of got to fake it till you make it, because that's the day to make some friends. You don't need to be like really outgoing and saying hi to everyone, but you can't be completely secluding yourself off to the world.
Accurate. Ooh, okay. Which way? We already did Holmes Hall. Let's go to the Liberal Arts Building. So they said this is a newer one. It holds the School of Arts and Sciences. It's sustainable. It has, a bioretention pond. I don't know what that means, but that's amazing. Bird-friendly design applications, furniture made from trees that were on the building site. Oh, cool. So you're going to have your departments of English, history, modern languages, cultures, philosophy, women and gender studies here. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, it does have that like modern look to it. I like the wood.
I think this is one of the newest buildings.
And as you see, they have the flags in this building. Probably if they have the, languages, it makes sense. Some art. Looks like maybe professor student meeting together. Some collaborative spaces that are just like out in the open. So maybe even between classes, you can sit with your friends and you can work on homework. So that is another style, like lecture hall or auditorium. Well, no, because they do have the desks, so it could be multi-purpose. So if
Yeah,
you
there's definitely a
have a
lecture hall.
speaker, yeah, if you have a guest speaker, you won't have to like take notes necessarily, but if you want to, you can. But you might have classes in here as well. More of those fun desks. As you see, they're in a circle.
They got a lot of ergonomic chairs.
Mhm.
I like that bench. That's sweet.
I like it. Oh, even spaces to sit outside together. That's nice.
For 2 months out of the year, it is. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Only semi kidding because
Yeah.
all of our students live in this area. They know what it's like.
Sure. Too hot, too cold.
All right. The Drake Memorial Library. I'm just gonna put our faces to the side. That'll be easier. So it says there's over more than 500,000 collections. I use their online databases all the time. They're pretty great. On campus, you even have a free 3D printing lab, which is pretty awesome if you need to do.
Yeah, that's one of the things I remember them saying in the tours I was on, that the 3D printers work just like your normal computer printing. You don't have to be an art and design student or in a CAD program to be able to use that MakerBot printer. Actually, there's several 3D printers, but any student can use it if you have the know-how. You can kind of rent that out, sign up to use it, print what you want. I always thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some good individual workspace downstairs.
And then my guess is that this is going to be the quiet area up here. Oh, I don't want to zoom in this much. When you are in a library in college, it's not done the Dewey Decimal System like you would in your high schools or at a public library. So just so you know that it's like a little bit different, but you'll be able to figure it out. It's pretty easy. It's just like letters and numbers. You look up what you need. You go to that section. Boom, there's the book. Printer number 3. People using spaces. Oh, portable whiteboard. That's great if you're like working on a group project or if you're studying with friends, because that way you can like grab that wherever you need to go. Oh my goodness. In the future,
order you a wireless mouse on Amazon, Christina.
What'd you say?
But I'm gonna have to order you a wireless mouse on Amazon.
No, I just will use Alex's mouse. It'll be fine. So this is just really showing off all the different spaces. It's a pretty spacious library, it looks like. There might be a little bit more that we didn't see, but that's okay. Go back to this. There's a video. We're not going to click on that. That's outside on a beautiful day. Oh, there's the 3D printer space.
Yep.
One of the several computer labs. The areas. Man, they always show students with MacBooks. Do you ever notice that?
Popular thing in college. They have your Mac.
It is really popular to have MacBooks in college. You're not going to be like, behind if you don't have one. But I remember in some of my classes, I'd be the only one with like a PC, and I'd be like, how do I afford this?
It's kind of cool. This picture in the library. So there's manipulatives, this model of the human body and all the organs. So that like a nursing or health student. Health careers.
Yeah.
Studying for a test, maybe.
Probably.
It's pretty cool that they would have those sorts of things in the library, not just in the nursing building.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Oh, Academic Success Center.
Obviously important. We need this because everyone wants to be successful.
Good place to get to know.
Yeah. So your advisement and retention services, tutoring, that's interesting. Some places have tutoring in the library, but you'll see that like tutoring is located here.
Mhm.
Accessibility services, that's where we talked about how like if you have a disability, this like it comes under different names, and at Brockport it's accessibility services. Assistive technology workshops, and also honors college stuff. So here's that building. People being successful, studying math. Another lecture hall that was not bad. Interesting lighting. Oh, also within the Brown building, it says it's the School of Education, Health and Human Services, and it'll include things like computing services, criminal justice, education, human development, mathematics, and social work. Hazen Hall is the health center, and I knew that because I had to upload my immunization records onto their website, and I was like, even for grad school, interesting. So here is the health center. As you see, the counseling center is, I think it's a building that's sort of shaped like a U.
Yeah, it is.
Getting weighed.
Blood pressure taken.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. So we've talked about like with your health fees, oftentimes if you go and say you have like, I don't know, you're sick and you don't need like a prescription, they'll have often a ton of over-the-counter stuff that they can give you.
Yeah, and usually like pretty normal stuff is in a just a free common area where you can just go in and grab it.
Right.
There's Tylenol, Advil, or acetaminophen, ibuprofen.
Mm-hmm. Something that's important to note is that they have walk-in appointments, a women's health clinic. So, I mean, it's important to stay on top of your health, especially when you are, you know, a young adult. Preventative medical services. They have a sports medicine clinic, nutritional counseling, which I think that's pretty awesome. Therapy, massage, and more. And then you'll also have like workshops here, or they might be there, but then host them in another space. The main computing center is Daly Hall, headquarters for global education and engagement. So all of your international students and study abroad staff will be. Got that old school classroom feel. Look at that projector. Do schools even have those anymore?
I mean, Brockport does.
So that's something to actually keep in mind, is that even if you are used to like smart boards at your high school, colleges don't necessarily have smart boards, or there's going to be professors who don't like to use smart boards, and they're going to use the technology that they like the most for in-person classes. So you might have like this old school projector, and the teacher is literally writing, and you can see their hand.
I mean, I can see that there's still the regular projector hanging from that ceiling, so not sure what that's about, but
I think it just depends on what the professor wants and what they like.
maybe they're just really going with those Haywood Wakefield composite chairs. They're really looking for the retro feel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's those large buildings.
Oh yeah, the middle quad.
Mill Quad, surrounded by 4 residence halls and suites. One of them does have first year transfer and returning students. So I suppose if you were like, I need to live in a suite, then you'd be on this side. But Andy and I have talked about like the benefits of corridor versus suite style. So free laundry, that's important. Pay for
Very much
it,
so.
so do your laundry.
Oh, I looked it up. We mentioned the size of the school is kind of medium sized.
Yeah.
But I looked up the figure and there's about 7,000 undergrad students.
How many again?
About 7,000.
Yeah. That like on the larger side of medium, but I wouldn't say it's like large.
Nope.
And Brockport, even though it does have a large residential population, it is also a pretty big commuter school as well. So even if 7,000 seems pretty daunting to you, maybe 2,000 of them don't actually live on campus. They might just go back and forth. Ooh. Okay. I like that there's air hockey in in their buildings. Foosball tables, vending machine. Well, everyone's got like a vending machine. But those spaces are probably great for like meeting and being in groups, like commons areas and watching Sunday football. We've got the upper quad. These are the tall buildings. So these are upperclassmen actually live here. So they have lounge and game areas, kitchens, laundry facilities. The meteorology program's Doppler radar system is found here too.
That's pretty sweet.
And they have one of the dining halls, which is the larger one of the 2 on campus.
And on campus food offers delivery, like late night delivery.
Oh yeah.
Pretty wild. So you can like swipe your card and get food delivered to your room.
Yeah, when you want pizza, like at midnight. There's the high-rise life. Literally high-rise. So it looks like this space is actually a bit smaller.
Yeah.
I think that hanging plant is abiding by the fire safety code.
Nope, I don't think it probably is. It's too high to the ceiling and too flammable.
Yeah. Looks nice, but usually your RAs would be like, all right, put that a little bit lower.
Also with the light hanging right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think these are being the upperclassmen suites.
Yeah.
Style. So I think probably your suite style rooms are going to tend to be a little bit smaller. And then you get those big common areas.
Look at that.
Oh wow, a little movie theater. Come on.
That's great.
That's wild.
I used to like have movie nights all the time, and we would go in the conference room of Writer's House. So we just like bring our blankets and basically lay on the floor because we didn't have like these comfy seats. But it was a good time. Movie night.
So my roommate back in 0405 had like a 44-inch flat screen TV that he brought. And
wow.
Most movie nights were held in my room. We all just like threw blankets down on the floor and we all laid on the floor and packed 20 people in there.
Ah, you put your bikes in here.
Oh, that's cool. Inside storage for your bicycle.
Yes. If you're going to bring a bike on campus, please bring a bike lock because someone will take it.
Guaranteed. I had my bike stolen at Geneseo once. A couple times.
I'm not surprised. It happens. Like it sometimes like there's people who go onto the campus who don't even like go to the school. So it might not even be a classmate who takes it.
Right.
All right, we got the townhouses for juniors and seniors. So they're 4 single rooms, 2 full bathrooms, a washer dryer, full kitchen, furnished, air conditioned. When you live in like a townhouse, you do pay a little bit more though.
Yes, you do, but they are sort of worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look inside here. These are look really nice. So you generally get your own room in a townhouse?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that full-size fridge. Oh my gosh, all these chairs and couches.
Stove, oven.
Usually a
There's a
full-size
washing machine or dishwasher. Dishwasher. That's amazing.
I think something noteworthy because the townhouses do have a much they're generally more expensive, like you said, but generally you can also decrease your meal plan
Yes.
and cook your own food. So it might work out, and you have a very, very nice living space.
And more green area
Yep.
to hang
And
out and relax.
I think too the townhouses usually are reserved for like people doing student teaching that may have to, in circumstances where maybe you're working or something, or you're staying local outside of the normal semester.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is interesting. I went to the next building. So we went from the townhouse over to Eagle Hall, which is done in a hotel style room layout with a bathroom in each room. So there's the bathroom, and you still have a roommate. Wow.
Big main lobby.
Main lobby. Mm-hmm. Fascinating. Something to keep in mind is depending on like where you live, if so corridor styles, we talk about how that maintenance they'll like clean it, the janitorial staff. Sometimes in those suite styles, it won't happen. You'll have to take care of it yourself. Same thing with like the townhouses. You just have to see what each school, what their policy is when it comes to cleaning. So, and it's all keyless. That's not that crazy. There's a lot of places that are keyless.
I don't know. I mean, that's
Well,
pretty.
it's card swipe.
Yeah, but even in the rooms. So card access is pretty common for the main doors of the halls, but then you'd have a key for your room. Students are constantly losing keys.
Yeah, and keys are expensive.
So nice if you're going out for a jog or something, or you're going to the workout center or whatever you're doing, you know, you don't have the pockets in your shorts to carry your wallet with your card and your this, that, or the other thing. You can kind of throw it on a lanyard around your neck and go.
Yeah. Don't lose your ID. You might, and then you'll have to pay for it. That's how it goes. I don't want to open up this because it was a new tab, so I'm just going to go here. So this is a state-of-the-art fitness center. So you can stay healthy.
It is well known for its athletics and fitness programs.
Yes, very well known.
If you want to be a phys ed teacher, one of the places to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's neat.
Indoor track.
Mm-hmm. This must be like where I think it's a job fair because I see Geico. I see like another company.
Sure looks like it. that is definitely something you don't want to miss when you're in college. I would say early and often see what companies are out there and what they're looking for.
It's
Because
usually going to be local places too. So if you go there to like those, college or not college fairs, if you go to those job fairs, like what Andy's saying, you sort of get an idea of like what are they looking for. So if you want to stay local, then that's a good way to do that. If you don't want to stay local, still go because there's going to give you good advice on like what that field, what people look for.
right. Well, and you can also get summer jobs. May not be just full-time recruitment for career employment, but the summer job opportunities there are really good too.
Mm-hmm. So if you're studying sports science and physical education or kinesiology, you're going to take classes in the athletic complex. Actually, one of the Vistas who I oversaw, she got her degree in kinesiology and public health from here. And now she's in a master's of public health.
Excellent.
So. And she is a very healthy person. Go to the ice, the hockey games.
Looks like they were playing Geneseo there.
Yeah, probably. All right. Just a 10,000 seat stadium, synthetic turf. Okay, multi-purpose building, Cooper Hall. So we're out of, we like moved around. Oh, the Delta College. So we have some students who are part of the Delta program, like former students.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you are like, or if you need assistance with career preparation for internships, this is the place to go. Also, if you're part of the Army ROTC program, this is also the building that you'll go to.
So
not pretty.
Just a time check. It is 10:52. Can we maybe try to see at least Lathrop Hall?
Yeah.
Which is home to the nursing program.
Sure. Okay. So that was Alumni House. We don't need to see that. Hartwell. There we go. We'll do this one more and then we'll wrap it up. But I mean, there's plenty of more places to see on campus. So definitely check this out for yourself. Oh my God, there's hair on this one. Right.
Brockport has a very good nursing program.
They do. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing here.
No idea.
Cute. Little bottles. They have the simulation rooms. There's 3 of them. 2 practice labs, a medication room. Also, University Police is going to be in there. So, all right. Like I said, there's a ton more to see, but
we could probably. We still got a few minutes. We could probably see what else there is.
Union.
Yeah, I was going to say the Union, and maybe a dining hall.
Okay.
Actually, the Union. No, the Union doesn't house the dining hall.
No, but they do have grab and go options here.
Yep. Probably a convenience store where you can grab a jar of peanut butter.
Get your Brockport swag.
Brockport swag.
Orientation.
Ballroom.
Radio station.
Sweet. Oh, computer lounge. Not to be confused with the commuter lounge.
I think those are like solar ones.
Yeah, I love the outdoor patio.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
So I think it was on one of my first tours at Brockport. They talked about the squirrel watching club there.
Not
Apparently, there's a spot. Some students were constantly seeing squirrels outside the residence hall rooms, and so they went to administration and asked to start a squirrel watching club, and they do.
By the way, they have free popcorn machines in the union.
That's awesome.
Student support, well, that's student services, that's career services, financial registration, records. That is this building. There's admissions. Now we find it. I am looking for a dining hall. I know that there's one nearby. But it's not there.
It's Harrison.
Which one?
Harrison.
Harrison. That's Hartwell. So one is Hartwell. I'm just going through their list. I don't know if they're going to show it. That might be one of the videos that you're going to have to look at. That's going to be on their admissions page. I've been outside of it for recruiting for Vista. So I know the one dining hall that's not the one of the larger ones is located in one of the like the quads, but the one that is like in the center of the campus is not as large. It is all you care to eat. You have to walk up the stairs to go eat. So I've never been up the stairs. I've just been at the bottom.
Yeah. They have two all-you-can-eat dining halls on campus. One's Brockway and one's Harrison.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to stop sharing the screen.
All right. Well, thanks for guiding us through that Brockport tour, Christina.
Yeah, no problem. I tried. This is, there's some technology issues on my side, but
yeah. It's never easy. Once we encourage you to look through these tours on your own and watch some of the videos that we can't go through with you on our live video. Still great resources, and you can often hear from alumni speakers that are talking about their experiences at these colleges. But overall, really nice campus, nice virtual tour. Thank you, Christina.
Thanks for helping me out with it too. All right.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
Show up tomorrow, show up the rest of the week, come to virtual advising.
Remember virtual advisement starting right now, and Attica this afternoon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.